Hello guys, this is Nikhil Naik. Welcome to today's video of market analysis. Now we'll discuss that what we can expect in Nifty 50, Bank Nifty and MIDCAP. We'll also do option analysis, open interest analysis, and then yes. So first we'll start with Nifty 50. Yesterday we have a good gap down and I was expecting for price to go even higher from this 15-minute fair value gap, but it failed. Now what to do next? Here, if you look at daily time frame, so today markets are opening really flat. So yeah, so on a daily time frame we have this daily candle of 28th of Jan, then this pin bar candle that indicates uncertainty in the markets, and the next day on 22nd of Jan we gapped up. Okay, so that indicates that buyers are interested to go higher. If you use fair value gap, so using fair value gap, price can go lower and test this level, which is 24,922. But what next we can expect is, if you go on like 1 hour time frame or 15-minute time frame, if I want to take trade on intraday bias, as you can see, this bearish fair value gap, price has opened above that. Okay, and on 15-minute time frame as well, we have this 15-minute fair value gap. So according to this, I'm expecting for price to go higher from here. Let's see. Now according to open interest, we have this call OI. Okay, as compared to the PE, it is higher. So this can act as a resistance, which is around 25,300, and the immediate resistance can be around 25,390, 400. Okay, so these are the levels, just keep in mind. And yeah, it is basically yesterday's high. So today, if I mark this candle's high, previous candle's high, and previous candle low, and we might expect for price to move inside this range. So yeah, it can be a flatter market today. On intraday basis, for a risky trade, I can go like this and target this previous high. All right, so now next we'll look at MIDCAP, again starting with daily time frame, marking the previous candles high and low. So this is the one of the strategies which I use personally. It is called candle range theory. Now this, on 21st of Jan, we no doubt we broke that candle, but today on 22nd of Jan, today is not actually 22nd of Jan, sorry for that, my PC calendar has been messed up. So yeah, today on 23rd of Jan, we have been trading above this candles low. Now what we can expect on 15-minute time frame, same. Yesterday what happened, we had a gap up and then price continues to go down. It took a support. If I use a fib or a can box tool, price came into a discount, and from discount we have this move towards the upside. If I mark this lower highs and lower lows, let's see, look at the lower time frame. So here you can clearly indicates that we have a change of character, and after a change of character, a continuation and a breakout structure. So clearly we are making higher highs and higher lows. So yes, let's see. Now for open interest, this 13,400 can be a small resistance, and after that 13,500, and the next will be directly around 13,600. Okay, so yeah, I guess mid cap looks much stronger as compared to Nifty 50. Now let's come to Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty on a daily time frame, this was the previous day on candle. Then the next day price broke that candle's low and continued towards the downside. So today I will mark this candle high and this candle low. Now let's look at the lower time frame. On a lower time frame, Bank Nifty was not able to sustain above that candle's high, and then we continue to sell off from there. So this 15-minute fair value gap will play a very important role for price to either go higher right here or lower like this. And as you can clearly see that we can see areas of liquidity over here, and then the last one will be over here. That is 50 to 58,800, then 58,300, and upside we have 59,500, and the next will be 59,000, basically 60,000 levels. Okay, so yeah, that's for the Indian markets. Let's look at gold and silver. So gold and silvers are definitely being very bullish for some times. Now if I mark the previous high and low of the candle, so now it is not following any traditional price action. Yeah, sometimes if you just trade the fair value gap, it might help. Okay, now here we have this fair value gap, and if you're expecting a pullback towards 4,750, I don't think so. It might happen just like this, we'll see obviously, but in today's intraday price action we have broke that previous candle high. On a 1 hour time frame, I need a strong engulfing candle or strong push towards the upside to look for any long setup. If not, if a short trade will be a bit risky to trade in gold, because if you look at the previous price action, there are multiple fair value gaps that can act as a support for price to go higher. So I'm only looking for long setups, no short setups. If I would have had like higher highs and higher lows, then I would have been comfortable to take a short trade. But right now this candles indicate a strong buying, so a pullback might be possible around this level, which is near the discount zone. So yeah, check out that level and you might get a long setup for the New York session. Now let's look at silver. So for silver, that day I took a short trade based on the same strategy, intraday strategy, but I was expecting for this to touch this low, but obviously what you expect doesn't happen in market. So I booked some of my profits around 1:2 restore ratio, and from there market just price just reversed. So for today, it is already um, trading around like for 2.79%. So for intraday, we candle highs and lows for 1 hour time frame. So as compared to gold, silver looks strong. I have this one level here, and the second level is right over here. So for daily time frame, I use 1 hour time frame for my entry. So if I want to take this if I want to take this trade, obviously I will not directly take trade from 1 hour time frame. If I'm taking trade from 1 hour time frame, obviously look for a follow up fair value gap to form from either one of this 1 hour bullish fair value gap. But if you want to take trade with confirmation, go to 5 minute time frame and look for your trade entry, like change of character, like change in structure, and then go for a long setup during the London session or the New York session. All right. And Bitcoin, so I am already on a long trade on Bitcoin right now. So this was just a paper trade, but yes, um, mark the previous candle, this candle angle, huge engulfing candle high and low, and was just following the structure on 1 hour time frame. I have shared this exact trade in my community setup too. So we don't have any clear indication of change in a trend because obvious reasons we don't have a strong displacement. But I just want to see that do we sustain this fair value gap or not. If we do, if it does, then we can expect this as our target, which is around 92,000, 93,000 के आसपास. And one more trade which I took yesterday was on Euro USD. So just use simple fair value gap. This candle high and low range went to 1 hour time frame. So there was no session involved. You can see that I took trade around at this candle, not actually on 1 hour time frame, but on 15-minute time frame. So we have a follow up fair value gap, structure shift right over here. Took my entry over here. My stop loss was below this low, and my target was above this high. So what we can expect today? So again, we can see a CRT formation. This candle high, this candle low. Again, going to 1 hour time frame. So on a 1 hour time frame, I don't see any strong displacement. But even if I want to take a short trade, might be risky because we still haven't took out this buy side liquidity. So price can um, first take out this buy side liquidity in the Asian session, and this can happen. But if not, the second scenario will be a strong displacement towards the upside, and price might continue higher. So for that, we'll see DXY. Is DXY strong or weak? DXY is dollar index. So dollar index, a fair value gap over here. For CRT, using this candle high and low. So I'll see that how dollar is behaving as comparing with the EU. So yeah, that's it for today. If you have anything, any doubts, any questions, or if you have your own analysis, you can comment below. And if you want to join my live Telegram channel, which I share my analysis, I share my trade setups, you can join it. I will share the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.